Well, good afternoon. Welcome back to the kitchen. Brian Efren joins us. He is the proprietor, chief cook, bottle washer at Carrabba's. Great to see you again.
How you doing, John?
It's all good, and I love the whole concept of this dish. It's easy, it's light, it's fresh. What do we call this?
All right, so this is the Linguini Positano. This is definitely one of the fan favorites, and it's one of our more popular items. You know, it's a fresh crushed tomato, fresh garlic, fresh basil, lots of fresh garden ingredients.
Right.
It's an awesome Italian dish.
And fresh is kind of your middle name over there at
Yes,
Carrabba,
sir.
so that's a good thing. Where do we start?
All right, so we start with getting some olive oil hot in this middle burner here.
Okay, got some of that. I just happen to have it right here. So how much do we want?
We want to make sure that we about fill the sides of the edges. You want to keep
like
going
that?
a little bit.
A little bit more?
It is an olive oil based dish. Although we're going to have a lot of tomatoes in it, it's mainly olive oil is what we're looking at here.
Tell me when.
You're good, my friend.
Okay.
So now we're going to want to head and add our garlic so we can go ahead and get it roasting.
Okay, do you want to wait for the oil to heat a little bit, or do you want to just put it in there now and let the oil heat up?
We can
around it?
actually put it all in together because we're trying to infuse the oil with garlic essentially.
You get every little bit of that, and you slice the garlic. You didn't smash it.
No, well, we want to get that surface area, and we want to make sure that when we roast it, you know, I mean, we're getting a really even flavor out of it. It's really too easy to brown it and kind of pull all the residual flavors of the garlic out when you cut it too small. And plus, this gives a nice presentation on the plate.
Okay, and here with the tomatoes, these are the tomatoes. Is there olive oil in here as well?
Well, we're going to add the olive oil to here, but this.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So this is just boiled, chopped, and crushed Roma tomatoes.
And skinned.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you got a spaghetti pasta.
Yeah.
And all right, so you're putting salt into your water. How much salt do you add to pasta?
You know, you usually add about 2 ounces per gallon. So here we're putting about 1 ounce in here. So that'll allow it to really get a nice rolling boil, and it gives a little bit of a salty flavor to your pasta.
Yeah, I have heard that if you are tasting it, it would just taste like seawater.
Essentially.
Okay. All right, so this is going to be hot enough. Let me see if we can
Oh yeah.
crank that
Well,
thing up a
and
little
once
bit.
again, it's something that we don't need screaming hot. We want to get it to the point where it doesn't brown. So we want it to get just hot enough to really get into the olive oil.
All right. So while this is boiling and this is cooking and this is sautéing, tell me about what's going on over at Carrabba's, and I know you got some new specials, a new specials menu.
Oh yeah, we just started our summer specials, so we're doing a couple interesting items. We're doing the ribs agrodolce. You know, I mean, you can either do an entree portion or an appetizer, and agrodolce literally translates to sweet and sour. So it's kind of an Italian rendition of your traditional baby back ribs, but man, it's good stuff.
You know, just the name sounds delicious.
Oh yeah.
Ribs agrodolce.
I'm saying, and you know, we actually just started a creme brulee for dessert. So if you're a fan of the creme brulee, this is the time to come on by.
Okay. All right, so we got this, what I would say is pretty hot. Can we go ahead and start mixing things together?
Yes, sir. So we got this to where it simmers just a little bit.
Okay.
We
Which one goes where?
We're actually going to take this guy and go right over here. I've already started putting a little heat under our tomatoes.
Okay. But you don't really cook the tomatoes, is what I gather.
Well, and you know, with the cooking stage comes a little earlier. You know, you boil them just to soften them generally. But for the most part, the tomatoes are an ingredient as opposed to a part of the cooking process. So we mix that up. Now you want to add your fresh basil.
Okay, I got that right here. You don't want to cook this too long.
Well, you don't want to bring it to a boil. When you get the basil too hot, it'll go black on you. And you know, you also lose a lot of that fresh flavor you get from the raw herb.
And when you put that basil in there, boy, the aroma just comes wafting out of the pan. It's really fabulous. And it looks beautiful, too. All right, let's quickly get those in here. And while, because you only have to get that hot. You've already actually cooked the pasta. This is going to be one pan when we're all done, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell folks where you are while you're doing that.
All right, so we're located on Airport Boulevard. It's going to be 3917 Airport Boulevard. Right down the road from here, actually. So we've got it pretty good and well drained. We're going to add it here.
Yeah, we got to get these kind of melded together. I got to tell you, this is a dish that, let's say you want it for lunch, I would just go right over to Carrabba's and get some right now. But if you want to make this at home, it's a doable dish. It really is, and it's light, it's fresh, and it's delicious, like so much of the food at Carrabba's.
There we go.
All right, Brian, it's wonderful to have you back with us. Look forward to the next time as well, and wish you all the best. There it is, Linguini Positano from Carrabba's.
Yes, sir.
Great job.